Everyone says it's crazy OP. Oh my god.
Alright, we are back. Game 2, REXXARS versus ChatroulleteboyZ, who, again, have spelled roulette wrong. And I've now pointed that out to them, but they seem to be unfazed by the fact, so I guess they'll just continue with their ignorance of French words, which, I'm pretty sure it's a derivative of a French word. Sounds French. Damn
Maybe
French.
maybe that's the French spelling.
Of roulette? No, that's the spelling. There's no spelling of roulette. That's not that. Anyway.
Maybe they thought it was double L, double T, but they ran out of letters, so they're like, let's go with one T.
Yeah, they don't have a space, so it's possible. It's a pretty long name. I'll give them that. They could have just looked it up on Google, though. Like, that's a thing. You can just Google the word roulette and...
Maybe they typed in ChatroulleteboyZ and it said it was misspelled. They're like, oh, well, ChatroulleteboyZ isn't a real word, so...
Yeah.
I think we're right.
I think if you typed in ChatroulleteboyZ to Google, you'd probably get a very, very different thing than that's not how you spell ChatroulleteboyZ. Don't type in ChatroulleteboyZ on Google, people. It's probably not a good idea.
I wonder what... Do they have a website on their team info on HoN Tour?
Oh, God.
Is it Chatroulette?
I really hope it's not chat roulette. That would be terrible.
I wish more teams and players would fill in some like funny information. Some people just don't do anything on that website.
Yeah. Well, HoN Tour is...
I have some funny stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah. And they should make followers and stuff actually do anything. Following doesn't do anything on the HoN Tour website.
Rhapsody.
Right. Game's going through, so Cthulhuphant and Ophelia, the first two banners from Archie Tiger, as he has figured out he does not want to play against Cthulhuphant, and he also doesn't want to pick Cthulhuphant, so let's not deal with that. Interesting that he second bans Ophelia, too, because he usually loves to pick that hero up, so kind of surprising. Hellborn going to ban out Parasite and Swiftblade, so first pick a Kraken into Rhapsody. Hellborn going to take the only jungler, and the only real jungler left, I guess, in Tempest. Although, that's just me being... not understanding why people don't play more Keeper. We have been seeing a lot more Keeper, which is good. But Keeper, good hero, man. Either way.
It's alright. I think it's really boring. Like, games with Keeper and Tempest are boring.
They are, I agree, because it just turns into this passive thing. And then there's like one team fight, and then the game's over. But,
yeah.
Oh well. As much of a cancer hero as Parasite is, at least he's like action-oriented. So... kind of nice. But, let's see what they choose to go for. Kraken first pick, of course, over the Magmus, and Rhapsody the second pick. Kind of surprising that they were able to get that with the second, but Rhapsody has been falling off a little bit. Still, really, I think the most powerful support in the game, but perhaps not as valued as she once was.
Well, it could be that teams are valuing it so much because you keep repeating yourself, and so they give up other heroes that would have let them win. And so they have worse drafts, but they have Rhapsody, and then they lose.
You think it's me?
Yeah.
I keep telling people how good Rhapsody is, and they're actually listening to me. That would be hilarious.
Well, maybe it's because you keep telling people that other heroes are so bad, so then they don't pick a Luna and they don't lose.
Well, I wouldn't tell that. I wouldn't tell people that. Well, I wouldn't tell people that if it wasn't true. Like, Aluna and Rally are two of the worst heroes by win percentage over the last several months. I think they might be the two worst. So, yeah, stop picking it.
I think an interesting strat, I don't know, or maybe you already do it, is support hero matchups. Like, how well does, what's the win-loss ratio of, like, Rhapsody versus Glacius? Or...
Yeah, I could do that. It wouldn't be hard. I
mean, and then you'd be able to limit it to like one support, like main support versus main support. Like you'd pull out the games where there's two supports or something like that. I don't know.
I could filter for only supports or only games where a jungler was played on both sides. You mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so I could filter my data for games where only a jungler is played, or where there are two junglers in the game, and match up the supports and see how they do by winning percentage. Yeah, I could do that. Wouldn't be that hard. I can't do it right now, but
yeah.
Well,
damn it.
It's interesting. Perhaps an idea for a future article on HoN Tour. Could go through. Got a couple of weeks between HoN Tour cycles, so gonna have some analysis cycle 4. But after that, gotta do other random junk. Anyway, draft's going through here.
Sure. Let's just say there's some strong heroes coming out. There's the Glacius with the Doctors, so Glacius gives Doctors a more mana just by default. So
If they
that's
actually
nice.
skill that ability. Which,
Yeah, and they probably will.
I don't know, like, because I was casting with Phil yesterday, The Thrill, for those of you who remember that dude.
Well, that guy's a troll, so.
He is a thrill. Good time. But we basically both made the point that, I mean, even with the Glacius change, a lot of the time people skill Thunder Blast and Ice Imprisonment and ignore the aura, which seems like the major reason to get Glacius. It's either you're trying to counter an Ophelia or a Parasite with the freeze, or you want the extra mana, because that's what Glacius does that other heroes don't. I mean, there are other heroes that are better at damage output, there are other heroes that are better at CC, so if that's your objective with a support hero, then I don't think Glacius is the most effective. It's what he does with the mana aura that is unique, and therefore his value. But
Yeah. Well, so by picking Glacius, it lets you pick other heroes that you may not have picked usually and let them be stronger, like Monkey King.
Yep, Magnus, Kraken,
It lets your
Pebbles.
Suicide Madman be stronger because it'll have more mana.
A lot of Strength Initiators really like having a Glacius on their team, not only because of that aura, but most Strength Initiators combo very well with Glacius and lane as well, because they provide the initiation, and then Glacius can follow up with the freeze and the Thunder Blast, so ends up giving you a pretty strong kill lane. Swiftblade, another good partner, of course. TMM stars, Swiftblade Glacius. Very popular. But second banning stage
Hellborn's draft is
greedy.
draft is pretty greedy.
Yeah, it's greedy. Dr. Pulsar, Hag, and Tempest. We'll see. But Legion side did ban out Madman, Magnus, and Warbeast. Hellborn taking out Bubbles, Empath, and Torture. So a little bit more focus on the supports for the Hellborn side. A little more focus on the suicides for the Legion team, of course, as they did not have one on the Hellborn team. And it looks like we'll be seeing Keeper very possibly in the woods for the guys.
And if you notice, Legion banned mostly like those, those low mana pool, like melee suicides.
Yeah, definitely the case. Magnus and Madman in particular love having a little bit of extra mana, and Warbeast can spawn some more wolves, so... Oh, somebody's calling me. I'm gonna have to mute myself really fast on stream, so if you want to keep...
Alright, I'll take over. We can still hear you. We can still... Oh. Pharaoh pick. Oh, okay. Alright. So, the Pharaoh pick, I mean, they've got three superior Tempest ulti counters. That's kind of nice. And the Devo. That's going to be a Devo Glacius, maybe. Or... Yeah, I don't know. They might be able to solo the Doctor against the Kraken. We'll see. Or Pharaoh.
Captain's pick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably Pharaoh Suicide, Kraken mid, Silhouette Rhapsody bottom. Because Rhapsody can box the shit out of that head.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Everything's fine. We're fine. By the way, you're getting a lot of white noise.
Me?
Yeah. I think it's kind of staticky.
Let me... Did that fix it?
Nope. Nope.
Well, Skype tells me my internet is shitty. Or maybe I'll turn off your stream. That might help.
That might help. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Nothing's changed here, so...
Let me turn... I'm going to turn down Skype as it's coming in a little bit. Maybe that'll help because there's plenty of volume.
Let's get it on.
Okay, hopefully that'll be alright. Anyway, we got Game 2. REXXARS up 1-0, of course, as you can see in my beautiful scoreboard. Isn't it beautiful at the top? So beautiful. And as far as lineups go, okay, Sphero last pick, Devour last pick. I missed both of those, but I'm liking Legion draft.
Yeah, Legion's draft is hard to mess up.
I mean, they have really, really good initiation with Pharaoh, Keeper, and Kraken. They got great team fight. Their push is very good. I love the Rhapsody and Keeper combination. And they have late game carry potential with Silhouette. I guess their gank is good. It's not fantastic. Well, unless...
Oh, no, it's not.
Unless... Uh-oh, Rhapsody. You better run the right way. Hag trying to cut her off. No, I think she's going to be okay.
Okay, Hag might be able to blink and body block.
Might have been a mistake. They need the dev hook. They need to land a dev hook here if they want to get this kill. But they're not gonna. Yeah. Adro taking a correct path. And probably terrified all was mine. Yelling, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's fine though. Keeper gonna send some dogs to pull the way for Pharaoh. Always nice. And he's gonna be in his own woods.
Okay, so Legion is laning as I thought they would. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Hellborn is not laning as I thought they would.
So Dr. Top solo, and yeah, aggro dual lane here with Glacius and Devourer, but I think that's going to end up in the favor of the Legion side. As the Silhouette's going to be really difficult to lock down.
It all depends on those first plays.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the hooks. If they can land hooks, then they'll be fine. But if they can't, then they're going to get screwed. Although, to be honest, even if they do land hooks, that dance floor is so powerful. Like, they could just stand their ground and be fine. Sill's taking a lot of damage.
Look how much damage he's coming up.
Yeah. And he's only got 3 tangos, so he's going to have to start eating those trees. Glacius is just pounding in the auto attacks onto the Silhouette.
Any predictions on the Pharaoh Doctor matchup?
Doctor should crush Pharaoh, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
You think it's...
I mean, like, what's Pharaoh going to do against... first of all, Pharaoh against range heroes I don't think is very effective because the whole point of his Hellfire and Mummy Walls is that he can harass melees, but he can't harass ranged. And if he does catch him...
If he does like some Romney strategies, which would be like using his wall to get rid of Doctor's mana,
yeah,
then I think he can have some.
Yeah, with the hook hitting the creep, they probably had first blood on Rhapsody right there. They didn't miss that. Yeah, but Doctor doesn't really need all that much mana early on, and later he's going to be impossible to kill because he's got the ludicrous speed. So okay, if he burns his mana, that's great, but so what? And now actually Pharaoh's dead.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh god, really? Yes, now he's dead. There it is. So, Big Arlong gonna pick up the Bloodlust onto the Forgotten One. Apparently he's a new Suicide player.
Pathetic.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
No offense. Or, yes offense, I guess. Flame is real.
Yeah. That wasn't great, so... It's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah, you definitely can't use Romney strategies if you aren't at least as good as Romney.
Yeah, that's true.
And Romney doesn't even consider himself a good player.
Then again, exactly how good is Romney? I'm not sure.
Well, like I said, he doesn't even consider himself a good player.
The flame is real. This poor guy. With Quincy, at least it was possible. Yeah, that's true. You can mute. Go ahead.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm getting flamed by Twitch chat. Apparently they want to mute me. That's fine. Go for it. I don't care. I still get the viewer.
Yeah, just mute Quincy and use Saint Rock sounds.
There you go.
But give us the viewers.
Yeah, we need the viewers.
Maybe they were muting you because your phone call was actually going through to everyone.
It was not.
Okay.
But at this point in the game, Hellborn side are taking a pretty significant advantage, even early on. 1,100 gold and 1,000 experience.
Whoa, Hag is doing quite a bit better.
Yeah.
70 GPM advantage. And he's gonna have room control. Regenerate. Also, yeah, so Doctor is basically doing better than Free Farm, and he has no support. And bottom lane is doing their job, like contested Silhouette, you know, like Silhouette 170 GPM,
Yep.
Doctor 440. Good luck winning.
What, you think that's going to be hard for Silhouette to win, just because she only has 170 gold per minute? Do you realize how broken this hero is?
Well, I
She'll
mean,
be fine.
but the Doctor Repulsor, he's gonna get a health flower, right? Right,
I don't
Doctor?
think so. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Nullstone. Or Grimoire.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be
Hopefully
Nullstone. I don't think Grimoire's going to help him too much.
You really think Nullstone's gonna happen here?
I think, yeah.
You're
with the-
trolling, right? Or what?
No. I think Nullstone is just a really good item. It'll stop the Rhapsody thing, it'll stop the Torrent, it'll stop subsequent pickups of CC tools. Most importantly, it's just a solid farming item. Actually, top lane, Fair going to be in some trouble as Tempest comes in for the gank. We'll see if they actually have enough damage to kill him. Yeah, they do. And
Nice.
Doctor also has the ludicrous speed anyway, so Forgotten One going to die once again. 2-0 advantage for the Hellborn team. And Silhouette could be in some trouble as well. Dobo trying to chase him down with the Rop, and a nice juke through the woods there. And Hook coming back up in a couple of seconds. He's going to go for it. And yeah, he could... No! Again with the jukes, man. Pingu.
Good plays, man. And as the Devo, you gotta just go for the hooks, and he does.
Yeah.
One of them will eventually land, you know, unless you're that bad.
And 240 gold per minute on this Devourer compared to, yeah, 175 from Silhouette, and she's basically just getting wrecked down here, which is entirely the plan of REXXARS, and it's certainly working. In the lane, double damage rune actually on Keeper, so he's going back in the woods. I haven't talked about him too much, but 240 GPM on him. Not a huge surprise, isn't the fastest jungle farmer in the world, but he should pick it up a little bit with the DD. And as he has level 3 trees. He also went for the Invis just to be a little bit safe.
Yep.
Which means that he's not going to farm quite as quickly as the end.
Oh, here,
Yeah.
things could change.
And there's a root going to be right on top of Devo's face. He's dead.
I think Glacius backed up a bit too much.
Yeah.
He might have been able to...
I don't think he was going to save Devour at any point there.
Well, but I mean, like, he didn't cast any spells.
That's true, but he was screwed. Honestly, I think if Glacius was closer, he probably would have died too. Because the Silhouette wouldn't have used the Tree Grapple on Devourer, he would have saved it and went after the Glacius.
If he was too close, he would have died. But
Yeah.
if he was a little bit closer, he could have
I don't think
maybe
there's-
done something.
I don't think there's any way that Glacius was saving Devourer there. They had Keep Root, they had Staccato, they had Dance Sword, they had Tree Grapple.
The Hellborn had
He wasn't
destroyed a
moving.
Legion tower.
So,
Damn.
anyway, Pharaoh gonna jump in the middle lane onto the Wretched Hag, and she's gonna die. Can't quite get the blink off twice in blink animation. Unable to actually complete the escape. So,
Yeah, it's pretty
good.
hard to blink when you're being Hellfire, Kraken ulted.
Yes. And hook back onto the silhouette. She will actually get the tree grapple off, but she's waiting to use it. And now she's going to be real deep, going to port out. Is she going to be okay?
Oh, Glacius, come on!
The plays
Please.
from Pingu.
Please buff Glacius moves, dude.
Yeah, that's one thing about Glacius that needs to improve. There's no reason he should be at 290 base MS. It makes him suffer so hard. I think that would be a very, very good hero if he was a little bit faster. Middle lane, meanwhile, they are going to jump on top of this keeper, so he's totally dead. And 3 teleports, in fact, coming in as well. So they do not want to let Hag die again.
The Hellborn should push mid while they're here.
Yep. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. As Tempest spawns the elementals, and we see them clean the creep wave. Have a Hell Cannon on top of that. So this could very possibly be a tower kill. Oh, this is definitely a tower kill. The question is, will they get anything else out of it?
And if they can win a team fight and get the tower, that's even better.
Yep. Dev Hook will connect here onto Pharaoh, and yeah, he's dead. So they get the tower, they get a kill onto Pharaoh once again, 0-3 and 1. He's not having a great time.
And they got the mana ring with the Glacius aura. Well, actually, Glacius is maxing W, but he has level 1 aura. So, that's okay.
Figure out if losers bracket finals are also being played today, and it sounds like it's not, which is fine. It's good. Do this series, and hopefully losers bracket finals tomorrow, grand finals day after. We do all sorts of live casting. Always more fun. But Hag gonna run bottom lane. So we talked earlier about the greed on the Hellborn lineup, and they definitely have a lot of it. Here's the thing, though: they're not getting punished. They have 350 plus GPM on 3 heroes and over 400 on 2. So, I mean, the greed is a problem if you don't get farm, but if you do get farm, really gonna be hard to deal with this Hellborn team. Bottom lane, meanwhile, Power actually getting jumped, and he will get hit by the root. He's definitely gonna die here. Dr. Repulsor coming in with a teleport. They're gonna try to do something about this. Silhouette is not in her illusion. She will die. It ends up being a 1-for-1. Good trade for the Hellborn side right now. Pharaoh trying to do something else, but Doctor's gonna run away. Glacius could be in some trouble. Yeah, he's gonna die the last 1 second from Rhapsody. And looks like Kraken will be able to get on out of here as he is hasted, so.
I think Glacius froze Kraken mid-charge. I'm not sure.
That is possible. It doesn't disjoint, so. It's,
I thought Hellborn would be able to get more there.
I kind of figured they would too, but I think that they didn't want to be particularly aggressive. They know that they're ahead, and then they might know that they're ahead by a lot. In fact, they probably do. So.
It's probably because they didn't. I bet they didn't really have any anti-invis.
Yeah.
So they thought they'd just kind of get from. Hag has just now. Maybe he did before.
So, I mean, how do you deal with this now? If you're the Legion team, like, do you really want to group up against a Tempest and a Doctor and a Hag and a Glacius? And they've got AoE teamfight ultimates. They can definitely teamfight you. They can push as well, and they've got a hell of a lot more gold.
If you're Legion, you can only teamfight with your ultis since you're already behind.
Right.
And try to maximize resources while Hellborn tries to take everything down.
Middle lane, meanwhile, yep, Hellborn going to respond to this tier 1 tower push, and looks like perhaps he's going to be the first kill here. Off to the side, Here the Forest is not dusted. He will be okay. Yeah. But they do lose the tier 1, so ends up being the wrap support for the tier 1 tower. It's actually not a bad trade for you guys on ChatroulleteboyZ.
Yep. Well, I mean, the solo farming Silhouette is happy with that.
Yep. But Hellborn making it known that they're not just going to sack towers, they're going to be interested in defending stuff. As well they should.
I forgot. REXXARS or K... That is REXXARS, right?
Yeah.
They won game 1, okay.
They did win game 1.
Got it.
You know that game we watched for 40 minutes that they won? Like, that happened 20 minutes ago? Or something?
Just forgot which team was which.
It's hard because the Legion team are not tagged up at all.
Hellborn had destroyed a
In
Legion
fact, Adder is the
tower.
only one with a tag, and he has the Vodka Gaming tag, which isn't even a Vodka Gaming tag. Like, RYSS is the Vodka Gaming tag, but how is RYSS Vodka Gaming? None of those letters are the same.
Well, it's because RUSS is probably taken.
Ah,
Y is the closest thing to U.
makes sense.
And Russia, vodka. So he just got proven wrong.
Yeah, possible. Honcast apparently hosting me now. It's good. Thanks, Breaky. I'm
Ooh, I'm on
Saint
Honcast.
Rocks. Right off the bat. And I'm already with the BN on Saint Rocks. Yeah, Saint Rocks, good guy, lots of coverage. Always nice that other people are doing stuff, trying to help HoN stay relevant, become a better game. Portal picked up on Kraken, so that's going to be big. That'll allow them to finally get some initiation presence, as nobody else really has a ton besides that Pharaoh ultimate. And at this point, he's so damn squishy, he can basically ulti and then die. We'll also push the top tower, so he's getting a little aggressive. Yep, here come the teleports, and off to the side, they will catch the Pharaoh out with the Invis Devour. Pharaoh gonna get destroyed. Off to the side, Dusk goes off, does not hit the Keeper of the Forest, and it looks like they will get the... Nope, Silhouette. Trying to port away, but he gets the opposite charges on top of him, and now Silhouette gonna fall as well. So they get denied, they get a couple of hero kills, and now they are grouped up and ready for a push if they want it. So it looks like they're gonna group on out.
They want to take mid tower, that's why. Or
Yeah.
Kong.
I'm not sure if they just really want to group at this point. I think they want to get some levels. They're a little afraid of not having enough experience spread on their team. Because, I mean, they have a lot of heroes that want experience. Doctor and Hag in particular, but Devourer as well. Just really, really heavily experience dependent. Tempest at this point is probably okay. He's got max Glacial Blast, he's got max Elementals, and he has max, or he's level 2 ultimate. So Hookback actually in the bottom lane onto Kraken, also an ulti, and Kraken is definitely going to fall here. So Drogon with his brand new portal key, unable to make use of it. And game 2 is once again going pretty substantially in the favor of REXXARS.
Yeah, and 10k gold, that's a good amount.
Yeah, it's a good amount, man. Border beater #1 insight. That's fine.
And then Hag's still being greedy though, so I mean they're planning on the late game.
She's going light brand, and I noticed it earlier with the glowstone, but I failed to mention anything. But Doctor going for the icon.
Yeah, why do you go Lightbrand as Hag when your Doctor is going Icon?
I mean, maybe Hag's going to take more of a primary farm role, and Doctor's going to try to gank. I guess.
And I guess, but
It's not, I mean, that's not a terrible plan, I don't think. It's fine. Doctor's in some ways a better ganker than Hag. He's got better lockdown with the opposite charges over HoN. Rocket will scout the Kongor kill here, but not nearly enough time to do anything about it, and Doctor will pick up a token as well.
oh, I don't know. I just feel like if your carry is going a teamfight item, your whole team should probably go teamfight item.
Right. Again, though, I'm not really sure if they're looking at Dr. Repulsor as necessarily their #1 carry right now.
Yeah, I mean maybe not. I mean Hag's climbed up to that
Keeper,
DPM,
you're gonna be in trouble here. Yeah, he's getting stunned out. Gonna try to invis himself. Actually, he is invis, and they don't have any dust. So
how mad are they that they are out of dust now when they could have hit him with
they
one?
probably could have just
Oh
used
my
a Tempest
gosh.
ultimate, to be honest. Like, because
Oh
they
my
knew
God.
where he was for at least a little while. And yeah, Archdegging it out on out there.
I think he was stuck there no matter what.
He couldn't have moved away without revealing himself because there weren't enough trees.
I mean, I guess it was a slight misplay with the meteor to not get all the trees. And not having dust. But that's just because they ran out.
Yeah. Damn spammers in Twitch chat. So, anyway,
Kraken
top lane,
solo
yep.
killing.
Crush that. She did not live for very long.
Now Kraken has more GPM.
Yeah, and middle lane
That's
as
a
well. The
big
Tempest
Tempest
ultimate,
ultimate.
and Kraken can try to do something about it, but it's not going to be enough. Forgotten one on the Pharaoh, the first one to fall. There goes Rhapsody right off the bat as well. And Silhouette now going to try to run away, but she is finally going to put her illusion up really late, though, because it's got no health. Looks like Kraken is going to die. It's still going to throw back her illusion, but that's right into a couple of heroes. Keeper of the Forest also going to get caught out, and he's going to die here as well, so it's going to be genocide. And that's the first Tempest ultimate we've seen in this game. He's also got a portal key, and just absolutely crushed the Legion team. So,
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion
I don't want to say this
tower.
game is over, but
I think it's over.
this game's over. Like,
I mean, Silhouette kind of, I don't know. He needs more.
he doesn't just need more, though. He needs, like, 300 gold more. He needs to double his GPM right now. Because he's got to contend against the Dr. Repulsor and the Wretched Hag. And then they got a Tempest Ultimate on top of that, so it's not like he can be guaranteed sure that...
I mean, he doesn't actually have to contend against them. He can do all that dirty playstyle stuff that we've been seeing a lot lately.
I mean,
But to do that, he needs
how
more.
effectively can he split push against a Hag and a Doctor? Like, those are heavily mobile heroes, so they're going to be able to defend. As long as they have ports.
Yeah, it's hard.
And, I mean,
I thought Legion had this with their draft, but
They do.
Hellborn played really well.
They did.
Pharaoh fed too much. Like,
Yeah.
Doctor wasn't supposed to be that fed.
Oh, Doctor! Oh, he is going to die. I thought he had token. He doesn't anymore, apparently.
Wow.
But Silhouette
What? 58.
nearly lost his life. He actually did play... Okay, that's what it is. RYSS apparently is Russian and Swedish, so... Thanks, Prodam. But,
Kraken died.
yes, he did in the top lane. I missed that. I don't know. Did you catch it? I assume it's just jump by Hag and...
No, I missed it,
Tempest.
Leslie.
But I lead into a top push, so they do get a pretty important kill onto the Dr. Repulsor, who is working on a Hellflower. And... yeah, I think it just came down to Hellborn had very, very good lanes. They figured, let's just shut down the Silhouette, and that's exactly what they did. And then, of course, they had the range advantage in both top and mid. I feel like Kraken probably should have done a little bit better in middle lane than he did against the Wretched Hag. And bottom lane, Silhouette could be in some trouble. Glacial Blast going out. They're trying to avoid the tree grapple stun. Glacius is off to the side. He's going to get the freeze onto the Keeper, but he actually put the port after the freeze went up, so that'll be a wrap of Pharaoh. Not going to hit. And Sonar Scream will finish off Pingu there, so...
It was a good try by him. I don't know if you saw that he...
Still onto Pharaoh as well, yep. And Pharaoh gonna fall, so ends up being a 2 for nothing. Good port out away from Archie Tiger, but not really that great because he still lost 2 of his friends. And middle lane jump from from Devour, excuse me, with the portal key. Kraken gonna try to charge away, but that's not gonna end very well. Hook gonna help finish him off. DD rune on Devour. Big. And
I mean,
mid push.
just too far behind, you know? Like,
Yep.
their plays aren't bad, it's just they can't contest, you know?
They're too far behind against heroes that do a lot with gold. I mean, the Hellborn farm is ridiculous. They have 2 heroes over 400 or over 500 gold per minute, and 1 at 450.
The Hellborn
Like,
have destroyed a
that's a
Legion tower.
seriously insane amount of gold. Look at this. Tempest is at 515 GPM. Hook there onto the Pharaoh, gets the mummy walls up, but he's still gonna die pretty easily. Dance floor goes down. That's gonna start doing some damage, but not nearly enough. Double damage Devour gonna help take these racks down, and that should be a pretty easy take.
He was
Keeper of the
gonna
Forest
die.
actually huge root onto 5. We'll see if they can actually turn anything into this. Yeah, put this on the Devourer is going to fall. Looks like Glacius next on the menu. No. In fact, he pops the Astrolabe. Keeper of the Forest is going to die. And off the side here, Pingu falls as well. Big Arlong on the Dr. Repulsor Woodland to finish off
Barracks has been
the
destroyed.
Rhapsody, and now Kraken's also going to die. So it ends up being a genocide in favor of the Hellborn side. And
Genocide.
Damn.
yeah, I mean, that was a really great initiation by Keeper of the Forest, but then nothing
Legion
happened.
Barracks has been destroyed.
So,
Well, somehow Silhouette was having trouble, like, getting in.
Yeah.
I think maybe his PK, or well, he doesn't
have a
a
PK.
I forgot. But I mean, he was just really, maybe Iglesias got his Q off on him.
Yeah.
Because like, Keeper was over before he could start hitting the Devo. And he did get him, and then he almost got Iglesias, but there was an asteroid.
I'm gotta give a lot of credit to Rocky Balboa on this Tempest as well, because 520 GPM on Tempest.
Damn.
That's
Yeah, he's out GPMing that Hag now. How did that happen?
I don't know. He has more CS than the Hag as well.
Does Tempest have a Grimoire? Pretty sure. No.
That's really impressive. Like, that's a pretty insane amount of Tempest farm. And Rocky Balboa once again playing the jungle, so apparently it has been a full role switch. And Rocky Balboa is the new jungle player for REXXARS, and Denver Pro switching to, I guess, more of a suicide. This game they didn't really need it, because they ran the aggro dual lane. Speaking of Tempest,
and I know that Plicticit
Brown.
Roberto, he's a Devo player, so part of their laning decisions or whatever could be based on like just let me play Devo, you know.
That's true.
Denied.
And if there's for initiation right on top of the Tempest, he'll get immediately tablet it out. So he's looking for a Tempest all right here. Has the Astrolabe. Is going to get rooted. Yes, but he's going to survive for long enough. Oh my god, why is he still alive? Finally, Tor's going to finish him off. Meantime, Pingu dies. There goes Rhapsody as well. Keeper of the Forest already dead. Kraken going to chase down, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Barrow has managed to get himself out. But that's 4 heroes dead. They do finally kill Tempest, but yeah, GG's getting called. It's 27-9, so I think
there's a lot of taunts on that Kraken.
That's appropriate. Yep. All right, game 2. Gonna go to the guys on REXXARS, and that will do it. Means for this series, REXXARS taking it 2-0, and they will not only move on to the grand finals of Gold, which will be played sometime that is not today, but they will also be going to Diamond Division next cycle. So, going to be back in Diamond for the first time since Cycle 2. They took a couple of cycles off. Cycle 3 and 4 were in Gold. And good luck to them. They looked very, very good, not only this cycle, but also in this series. And I'm excited to see what they can do, because I think they have a really good chance of sticking around for a while. But, final thoughts, game, series there, Board Beater?
Well, I mean, it was a good game, fun to watch. Cool to see offensive Devo Glacius long lane. A lot of people would say that like a silhouette with a Rhapsody should be able to like do kind of just fine, but they definitely did not. So
they definitely did not. Indeed, it was. I think it was just generally well played from REXXARS both times. I mean, the second game they did have the worst drafts, and didn't matter. They massively outplayed their opponents. So. Well done. That'll do it.
Well, at the very least, it was our opinion that their draft was
yeah, that's true. To be fair, I mean, it's the greed that we were concerned about.
Have some superstar heroes.
They do.
But,
apparently, we were wrong. Although I'm not sure if we were wrong so much as the plays were just that much better, because I think that was pretty much definitely the case. So, in other case, KNX is going to move on to the Grand Finals and Diamond Division, and ChatroulleteboyZ don't necessarily end here. They will be dropped to the losers bracket to play against Shrek is Love, and one of those two teams will manage to also make Diamond, so if they can come back against Ogre and win, then they should be able to do it. They did, in fact, beat Ogre previously in the winners bracket semifinals, so if they can get a repeat of that series, then they will also be headed back to Diamond Division. And it's going to wrap it up for the series. Going to wrap it up for me here today as well. You got anything left? Shoutouts? I don't know.
No. Shout out to Silver Team Frogna.
4th best American team is in Silver Division. Yeah. We got 2 Diamond Division teams and 2 Silver Division teams. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's the one team that Stu's on is probably qualified for Silver now. So.
Yeah, I think they were in Silver this cycle.
Well, they started in this cycle. Right? They're in Bronze.
Oh, I thought they were in Silver this last cycle.
I don't think they've lost very many games. So.
Well, it's good. Get some more mid-tier American teams. Get some U.S. presence. Come on, USA. Anyway, we'll do it. And thanks, guys, for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow when there should be some more gaming.